Yo, what is good, YouTube? Listen, right? So we got the Isle of Man TT highlights of 2025. First time I'm checking it out. And if you don't know what Isle of Man is, it's like a super bike race, but it's like on the streets instead of like a closed prep track. All right. So it's super dangerous, but yet high, it keeps the blood flowing. All right. So I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get it.
And who better to lead us off the line than this man? John McGuinness, a legend of the island.
Wait, said 4 laps, 150 miles? Damn, that's a long ass race.
And then this man, John McGuinness, a legend of the island. Running the number 1, look at the focus, down the road, hand up, the tap on the shoulder, he clunks the bike into gear. Look over on the right hand side for your starter. And finally, we're away for TT25. McGuinness with his 112th start off down towards Bray Hill. Next up, Davo Johnson on the Kawasaki. Fellow Australian Cameron Donald here. Cam, you know what this is like.
So
First
sick.
race of the week. Got to get those nerves out of the way, especially after the practice week these guys have had.
Absolutely, and straight out on that big bike. There's no easing into it on the Superbike. Fastest machines on course.
Dean Harrison's had a great week, hasn't he, in the run-up to the start here. Been quick on all machinery. We're on board with him now.
Absolutely, through a blistering time down on the second night of practice, 133 miles an hour to top the chart for most of qualifying week.
Up and over Agos, just slip up a wheel, look, and now on the run down to the first big braking zone at Quarter Bridge.
Bro, doing a wheelie at that speed, it gotta be terrifying. One wheel on, bro, going like 200 miles an hour, that's so terrifying. It's no way in hell.
Up a wheel, look, and now on the run down to the first big braking zone at Quarter Bridge. And laying the bike down on the right-hand side. Here it is, look, from the curb at the bottom of Bray Hill. There is nothing like this place. Michael Dunlop, after his 30th victory, gonna have to beat this man as well though, Davey Todd. Of course, his teammate and fellow team owner, Peter Hickman, missing after falling in practice. So we're down to the fast 3, I think it's fair to say, but Todd is gonna be a threat for sure. As we come through Glen Helen for the first time, blue skies in the background, you're on board with Josh Brooks.
Rear-facing camera, looking back, watching Davey Todd.
Bro, like the guts you have to do this race is insane. Like the bravery, the guts, like, cause I think I saw a video, right, where it says like every race, Isle of Man TT race, there's at least 1 casualty. Bro, it's like, what? That ratio is crazy.
Just close that gap rapidly.
Todd's all over him, looking for a way through already.
Yeah, he needs to get past. He can't waste any time.
Slots it up the inside. Nicely done. Decisive move.
Clean as you like.
Davey Todd then leading at Glen Helen by just 0.04 of a second from Dean Harrison. Michael Dunlop a further 2.8 back. We're on board with Davo Johnson now. On, he gets past.
Well, Dean Harrison, top of Bigarro. Now that certainly is a place to pass. And look at the ground, he's already pulling. Davo will use this though. He won't let him go. Hang on as much as he can.
Let me know in the comments, is there like a bike requirement? Like a bike can't be like this, like, you know how we'll have like, okay, this bike can go like this fast or this bike can go like that fast? Does it have to be in the same class, or is it just like whatever you have does come forward? Is it like a pay to win type of situation, or is all the bike has to be in the same class in order to be like qualified for the race? Let me know in the comments.
Michael Dunlop caught James Hillier under brakes, Ballaff Bridge. Launches it, the typical Michael Dunlop front wheel landing. He's back on the power. He's going to want to draft past James as quickly as we can. Davey Todd. Oh, look at that. Without doubt, the most stylish on the...
He caught
Davey
air on
Todd.
that one.
Oh, look at that.
Damn.
Without doubt, the most stylish on the jump over that. That's that motocross heritage.
Harrison up behind his teammate John McGuinness now. Will look to dispatch him as quickly as he can. Gets alongside him on the brakes. Nicely done up the inside. So Harrison now leads on the road. Davey Todd leads on the leaderboard. 2 seconds is the gap at Ballaff. A further 2.8 back to Michael Dunlop. So just under 5 seconds across the top 3. Dunlop swings through signpost. And we're on board with Dean Harrison as he comes out of Governor's Dip. Full throttle now down from Crutchery Road. There are 9.5 seconds across the top 3 riders. This man currently sitting in P3, just 0.8 behind Dunlop. He goes on to lap 2. Can he take that time back? And will it be Dunlop, Todd, or Harrison?
It don't even look real. Like everything is blowing by you so fast. It's like it creates like a tunnel vision. Like, no, bro, I couldn't.
Oh, Connor Cummins. Cummins is into the pits. Looks like that's game over because it's a stop at the end of the second lap. What a shame.
Oh, it truly
Damn,
is.
what's
Connor's
wrong?
been back up to pace in excess of 131 mile per hour lap in qualifying. Is looking good with that Burrows team BMW this year.
Harrison, yeah, on board the Honda. Run by his own team, as we said. He was sitting up in P4, waiting for him to come through the next split. Harrison already up at the bungalow.
Listen to that five-blade howl.
That is so sick.
He's been on it this week. I've been lucky enough.
How low they get on like the bend and whatnot, the lean, how like inches their knees is from the pavement. Yeah, bro.
To be courtside a few times during practice week, and he's
Insane
been absolutely
balance.
lit everywhere. Look, he's tucked in. He's serious about it. Yeah, he shows his leader at Bungalow. Say when the other splits come through, you'll see him drop down to P3, but he's still very much in touch with this man, Michael Dunlop, or he certainly was last time we checked. Dunlop comes through. What's he got on Harrison now? 8.1. So Dunlop's gapped Harrison. Dunlop has gapped Harrison. The question is, has he closed down on this man, Davey Todd? Davey Todd leading, elbow almost down through there, fully committed. Where does he go? He's 7.2 up the road, so he's managed to take a bit back. So the top three are spread out now over 15 seconds.
Davey Todd has control of this race.
Coming in now for the pit stop. Oh, Harrison high on the RPM, hard on the brakes. Lee Johnston in the pits.
Is definitely going for a helmet stop, which I knew he does that all the time with his shoey helmet as the bike just rolls into pit lane now. So you'd expect to see the rear stand on first, fuel cap open first, because that's the most important bit, getting the fuel in. But we are going to run further up the pit lane now and try and see as Davey Todd and Michael Dunlop are going to be the next to arrive in pit lane. I'll see Michael Dunlop's in and he's already out. Really good pit stop by them. Slight crossover in the pits with Michael Dunlop and James Hillier. It's very, very busy down here, but you can see the top teams are really calm and methodical, trying to get the information over the rider.
Well, looking at the splits we've got here in commentary, Todd's pit stop was some 5 or 6 seconds slower than both Harrison and Dunlop in front of him. So we're on board with him now, 150, 160, behind McGuinness now. Glenn Helen split for Harrison. Now Dunlop comes through, 12 between them. That's within 0.8 of a second of what it was before. Dunlop slightly further ahead of Harrison, but Todd is the crucial one here. The gap was 7.1. You're on board with Davo Johnson, waiting on Todd, who's a little way further down on the road. He swoops through the left and the right. Here is Todd. He's up behind Johnson. Got to get through quickly on the exit. Oh, he's lost loads of time. Todd slides up the inside, similar move that was made earlier on in the race, but he has lost loads of time. The lead is down to 1.5 seconds from 7.1, and that was all in the pit stop.
That's crazy.
Davey Todd now. Davey Todd locked in this fight as he comes through Glen Helen with Michael Dunlop. 1.9 seconds was the split between them last time we looked. Out over the crest of the road.
So wait, the teammates don't race against each other, right? The main priority is for at least one of them to win, or like they're trying to get first and second. That would be like the best case scenario.
And Todd,
let me know in the comments.
Todd too is pushing. He does look comfortable on the BMW.
He certainly does, Andrew. That BMW looks like it's sitting on the road so well. Look at the gap.
Cam, sorry to interrupt. It's 0.2, 2 tenths, less than 3 tenths of a second between Todd and Dunlop. Dunlop is right there. Davey Todd must respond on this final lap. Oh no, that's Ian Hutchinson.
Oh, really?
Into the pits.
Oh, yeah.
The bike is going up on its stand and he pulls the seat off, so that's why seat broken for Hutchie. That's a shame. Well, we'll look to see him continue his brilliant recovery after that podium at the Northwest 200 later this week. But Dean Harrison now with Dunlop in behind.
Michael Dunlop has caught Dean Harrison right in the middle of Kirkmichael Village. He's on it.
He almost overtook him until he saw the corner come up and he had to back off. Look how hard he broke.
Brilliant recovery after that podium at the Northwest 200 later this week. But Dean Harrison now with Dunlop in behind.
Michael Dunlop has caught Dean Harrison right in the middle of Kirkmichael Village. He's on a charge. How much time is this going to cost him?
Oh, Dunlop's going up the outside here. Surely there's no room. Harrison stands the bike up, just sees him in time. Dunlop definitely had to roll off in Kirkmichael without a shadow of a doubt.
And the guy in front too, I think he's the same one that just came from the pit. That had the pit stop, the quick one.
Here, surely there's no room. Harrison stands the bike up, just sees him in time. Dunlop definitely had to roll off in Kirkmichael. Without a shadow of doubt, he's done well to get through there, but not the ideal place to pass.
But he's leaning
Dunlop,
and accelerating.
1.9, the gap has gone back up. So he's lost a little bit of time. Is it a Kirkmichael? I suspect as well Todd has responded and he's riding on the limit.
Yeah, Davey's got it together. No more unforced errors now. He's made amends for those couple of slip-ups early. No elbow down either. There's no time for showboating. He has a TT to win.
Oh, here comes Dunlop on the exit of Glenn Crutchery, yeah. Sounded like he missed a gear on the exit, but he's coming out over the start-finish line now. Dunlop then, the gap was 2.5 last we checked. Here comes Davey Todd. He won the senior at the end of the 2024 TT. That was his second TT win. Tucks down behind the fairing now over the start-finish line. And he's done it. Todd takes his third TT. He wins the first race of 2025, bookends last season and this season. It is Todd at the top of the table from Michael Dunlop by a tiny margin. Dean Harrison in P3, Nathan...
There's no Americans, bro. We're not, I promise you, we're not trying to attempt this, bro. This is dangerous. It feels like a close track, then you probably see like one or two, but like, y'all Brits, y'all got it, bro. Like, oh, hell no. I don't even know what country this is with this flag.
Harrison with a fantastic P4, then Johnston...
And I think this is, what, Australia, if I'm not mistaken?
Hillier and McGuinness down to P7.
Damn, that's insane. But yeah, if you enjoyed, just let me know in the comments, or if you want more, just let me know. They'll be coming. And yeah, subscribe, like, join the fam, and I'll see you for the next one.